And so the design of a guitar done in conjunction with Eric Buell and Mike Stone from Queensrÿche. Come on up. We'll swap. I'll put you over here. How's that? How you doing? Why don't you sit over here? Try to do this so we can get the guitars in the light there. You want to grab an axe, pick a guitar. We got a white one and a black one. Grab a white one, it might show up better on camera. Now Mike and I have known each other for many, many years. In fact, when I lived in Los Angeles, Mike came in and sang on some demos of some stuff that we were writing together, and one day got the lucky call to be the new guitar player in Queensrÿche, which doesn't suck at all, no. And you live in Wisconsin as a neighbor to Eric Buell. And to give a little history on this, in 2006, Queensrÿche did a co-op venture with VH1 where you had bike rides that you did, motorcycle rides that you did. Eric Buell also offered up the motorcycles for that. So I guess, Mike, give me a couple blurbs about that. I'm going to grab Eric a microphone here too. Hang on.
Basically, Eric is a good friend of mine, and we share a love for motorcycles and guitars. And when we did the VH1 thing, we wanted, Jeff and I, the singer in Queensrÿche, we wanted to do something to raise money for the VH1 Save the Music Foundation. And so Eric was kind enough to build 2 custom one-off Buells like no other ones that were ever made, and laid those on Jeff and myself, and we did a number of rides across the country. And people could sign up, donate anything they wanted to donate, and we'd do a ride to the next city or around the city, and then hang out at a Harley Buell dealer after the ride. And we ended up raising about $83,000, I think, and
awesome.
then we donated the bikes, and then Eric and I had been talking about designing a guitar, and we started throwing some more ideas around, and now I'm holding it right here.
The Buell Stone is what it is. Yes,
correct.
Buell Stone guitar. Now, to talk about the design of it a little bit, you had actually worked with Eric, him being in the manufacturing and design business, not with guitars, but with motorcycles. And you had actually CAD'd and designed this guitar and essentially brought it to Peavey for Peavey to manufacture. And Eric, why don't you just give a little history? I know you being a badge of honor for you is that you, most sport motorbikes are made in foreign countries, you being really the only one that does it domestically, and also kind of the synergy of that with Peavey also being a U.S. manufacturing company.
Yeah, definitely. That was fun. It is a mixture of the love between motorcycles and guitars that we have. It's his. When he puts down his guitars, he grabs a motorcycle. When I leave my day job, I pick up a guitar. So we live alternate lives.
The grass is always greener, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that the truth? So he came to me one day and he said, "Man, I love my Buell motorcycle so much. Why don't you make me a guitar that feels as good as my Buell?"
Yeah.
So that started. It was a lot harder than it seemed at first.
This guitar is actually the same color as my bike.
That's true. That is.
Pearl white, right on. Now you have both a white and a black model, right?
Correct.
And this is something that'll be able to be ordered through Peavey and online through our custom shop. And it's funny because you actually had this guitar on tour for a while. The prototype version that you had made, I remember seeing you when you came through Phoenix.
Yeah.
You had a version of it and that you'd wanted to be playing. How long have you had this idea?
This whole concept started probably almost 2.5, 3 years ago now.
Okay.
And Eric built the original prototype. I mean, literally with his own 2 hands, and
right.
And he sent it out to Lee, and my guitar tech Lee. We got it on tour, and we opened it up just to make sure everything was kosher. And he actually wired like the pickups with tail light wiring harness and stuff. It's like it was pretty cool.
That's great. All right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Eric and Mike are going to be signing autographs in the back corner of the booth. Eddie Jackson, bass player for Queensrÿche, is also going to be coming by. So feel free to grab any autographs. Does anybody have any questions at all, either about the Josh Rand model or about the Buell Stone?
Can you tell us about the electronics?
The electronics are pretty straightforward. It's 2 Duncan 59s. It's all mahogany, and the 59s, we didn't want to get too hot of a pickup. The 59s give it a nice jangle, still keeps that. And there's basically 2 volumes, 2 tones. The Peavey is compensated, right? Tailpiece and bridge. We're doing the Planet Waves locking tuners. So they're really cool. You don't need any tools. You put your string through, you crank it down, it clips the string right off.
It's a lot of technical kind of motorcycle stuff.
Yeah, and then
Always good
you can
stuff.
see the inlays is actually a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, the
racer
inlays are
going by. I don't know if you can see those, but each fret he gets a little further around the corner.
One of the things we tried to do with the guitar was to get the body, have enough sound in it that we could run really clean pickups that would clean up for him and get a lot of sustain out of the body shape. So it can play intense rock
Totally.
or clean up like
I've played
crazy.
country on it, and I've gone, you can just crush things with it too.
And actually, Mike will be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. doing a clinic as well. Mike's a very diverse player. He does more than just heavy mezzo. So he's going to be here doing, uses a variety of Peavey acoustic guitars, Peavey basses, and things for some other things that he does as well. So feel free to stop back by tomorrow at 2 o'clock to catch a wonderful music performance from Mike. Jim, do you want to wrap up, or where is Jim? There. Okay, we're all good. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a jacket.